Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodaloo 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 doo. Subscribe. Hey, let's do a random ranking. Let's go to this movie collection behind me, pick out 3 movies at random, and then rank them based off of just any old criteria that bubbles up from these films. And you can do so also in the comments below if you would like. You can choose whatever criteria you have for ranking. And then I'll jump in those comments, and then we'll talk cinema. Oh, I think, what do I got here? This feels like a snapper, but it feels different. Okay, let's see what we got. So, I have to make sure I've seen these movies. If one of them I have not seen, then I need to replace it with one that I have. So, have I seen them all? Yes. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Well, first we have LA Confidential. This movie was nominated for Best Picture. What was it up against? Was it Titanic? I feel like it was up against Titanic. This movie I've tried to watch so many times. So many times. And it just never, it's heavily praised, but I just can't figure out what's so good about it. Like I think it's a movie that's just like not made for me, or maybe every time I've watched it the subject matter has not been one that interests me. And that happens sometimes, and then I'll catch a movie on a repeat viewing and then it just sort of clicks. And this is a movie I'm still waiting to click for me. Best movie of the year, says Time magazine. But I don't know, it's not working for me. And I think it's a me problem. I don't think it's a movie problem, obviously, because a lot of people like this film. But I just can't quite get it to connect for me. I don't know why. Next, we have Grosse Point Blank. Now, I have not seen this in a very long time, but oh, look at Dan Aykroyd. But I remember enjoying it. I'd like to give it a rewatch, actually. That sounds fun, giving this a rewatch. I don't know, it's been so long. I just remember enjoying it. I think my wife and I might have watched it, I don't know, maybe like 6-7 years ago. But it's been a while, so I feel like this one in my ranking is going to be tough because I just have a general, I remember I liked it, but when it comes to specifics, that's difficult for me. And I think this is going to be kind of like an essence, where I'm giving you sort of the essence of how I feel about them, because I don't know. Let me get to this next movie. Maybe things will be a little bit clearer. Darjeeling Limited. This is one of my least favorite Wes Anderson movies outside of his animated ones. I don't like Fantastic Mr. Fox very much, and I really don't like Isle of Dogs. Like, this one is pretty low for me. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that I might dislike more, but I've watched this before though and had some pretty emotional moments, with the kid in the river and everything. One time I watched this movie and I think I just started crying during that scene. That was very powerful. But other times I watch it and I'm like, well, I don't like this movie. I like his other stuff more. But it's more done in a comparative manner, like I don't like this movie as much as his other films. So it's less me holding this film on its own and more comparing it to his other live action films. But like Isle of Dogs, I was just like so bored. And then Fantastic Mr. Fox, same thing. I like that movie. I guess what I enjoyed most about it was just like watching the fur change from shot to shot, from still to still or whatever, stop motion to stop motion. I don't know. What's the term there? But what am I gonna do here? Like this one, in the past I've actively disliked. This one I just don't get. I feel like I need to grow up a little bit more before I get it. And then this one I have very little memory of, but I remember liking it. So when did this come out? This has got to be 90s. Feels like a 90s movie. I don't know. It's going to be in the description probably, like when I write that, but I'm not seeing it on here, but I'm sure 90s film. But what do I do here? What do I do? I remember renting this on VHS. I think that's how I first watched this. Like, yeah. I think my mom and I rented this. Okay. Is this my ranking? I think this is going to be my ranking. A movie I barely remember is number 1. Number 2, one that I don't get. And then number 3, a movie that there are times when I don't like it. Although there are times when I find it very emotional. But when it comes to like Hollywood, classic Hollywood, crime noir, all of that, like I feel like the film itself hasn't worked for me, but I like the look. I like all of that. And I think that like the art direction is how I can put this in the middle and not at the end. But I mean, good art direction here, you know? So maybe it's the Hollywood setting. I don't know, just because I like movies, so therefore I'm interested in this. Is that it? I don't know. This is a weird ranking for me, so I think this is it. I'm gonna go Grosse, Point Blank, LA Confidential, then the Darjeeling Limited. Very odd ranking. I feel weird about that one. My question to you is, how have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all 3, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.